Welcome to GM Energy Product Review. We are reviewing a new inverter charger that's popular in the market today. And this inverter charger is, how should I say, on the cheap side. And it can be used for customers that don't really want to install solar panels. Um, my name is Emeka, and I am joined by my co-engineer.
Mr. Ojiri Bamidele.
All right, that's good. So at the moment, Dele, can you just explain to us what we're looking at?
Okay, so here we're looking at what is called an inverter charger, a 1000 watt product. It's a 12 volt system. They come in different specs too as well.
Mm-hmm.
The 2000 watts and higher ratings like that. But presently we have a 1000 watt sample on the table.
Okay, that's perfect.
So
So
basically,
was it hooked up in the front? What's that plug point? What's it connected to?
okay, yeah, that's how I was about to explain. Basically, it works with AC and DC. It doesn't take in from the solar.
Okay,
So
so
what I mean by AC,
yeah.
what I mean by AC is it has an AC input that goes to a light source.
Okay,
As you can see, it's plugged
yeah,
to light,
yeah.
and then it's connected to the battery. So while it's using the battery charge to supply devices, it's also charging the battery. That's what the AC input is for.
Okay,
The charger plug.
so let me jump in here. So basically, you're saying that when there's light, when there's light,
Yes.
the power from the light will be charging the battery because for there's no need for the
Solar
inverter.
panels.
Yeah, there's no need for the inverter to be working anymore because there's light. So you'll be using the light, and in the meantime, it will be charging the battery. And then when NEPA takes light, you can then connect to where your white plug is, and then be able to power your device. So you don't need a solar
Yes, that's the
panel.
output.
Yes. Okay.
No, you don't.
Okay,
You
that's
don't.
fine. That's fine.
That's the output.
So now that I'm guessing you have lights in the office.
Yes, we do. We have light.
So at the moment now, so you have lights in the
Sorry,
office.
I would like to.
Yeah, go
Sorry,
on.
excuse me.
Yeah.
I would like to correct one point that you mentioned.
Okay.
Like when it's connected to light power source, that's
Mm-hmm.
AC input,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
The inverter is not automated in such a way that it can be using power source while it's charging the battery. It's still using its output is still taken from the battery, not from the AC input.
Okay, so I'm curious. So if you're using it and there
Yes.
wasn't light, you're using it to power your fan. So you're using it to
Yeah.
power your fan, and
Mm.
it's connected to your NEPA line as well. The inverter is connected to the
Yes.
NEPA line, and then light comes back. What part will be powering the fan? Is it the battery, or will the NEPA light will start powering the fan?
It will still be the battery. The only thing this AC input does is once there's light, it starts charging the battery as well.
Ah, I see. So it's not
Exactly.
intelligent enough to like a changeover, like
No.
to switch. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I think we have a way to see because the inverter is claiming that it can charge up to 10 amps.
Yes.
The charging is 10 amps. Can you just take the camera and show us some of the specs of the inverter so we see? So it's a 12 volt. I can see from the box. Maximum
Okay.
charge is 10 amps, so you can charge the battery with the speed of 10 amps of current. Okay, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So is it possible you can show us how the charging is going in the battery? Because from my understanding, you have a BMS connected. So if you just take us through your battery on the floor, your lithium ion battery on the floor.
Okay. Yeah. So here is here's the lithium battery
Mm-hmm.
that I'm hooked up to the inverter right now.
Yeah, from what port? How you hooked up? Can you show the line? Yeah.
Yeah, through an Anderson cable. That's the connector that came, the default connector that came with the box.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I used because of this test, we just used the MC4 connectors to join the cable so that we can connect to the inverter terminal,
Okay.
a positive and negative, and then it goes into the box.
Okay.
And so this is the AC input for the inverter,
Okay.
and then this is the output going into this extension, supplying these devices on the desk.
Okay. That's fine. Right.
So
So
checking the battery BMS. Okay, as you can see, I'm trying to connect to the battery. This is the current state.
okay. Before you go forward, can you explain to us what BMS is, please?
Okay, the BMS is a battery management system, wherein you can check and monitor all the cells that are in the battery. It's very important for us to know how well a cell is doing in the battery, whether
Mm.
it's too low or it's too high,
Mm.
or it's not even functional at all. Because once a cell is down, it can affect other parts too in the whole battery. We have like in this battery that we have here, we have four cells.
Yeah, and it's showing on the BMS that you have 4 cells at the bottom there. Like it's yeah, that's
Yes.
okay. That's good.
So
So
this is the cell voltage.
yeah, go
All
on.
right. This is the cell voltage of each cells.
Yeah.
So the BMS as well also helps the battery while charging to balance um, the voltage in each cells.
Okay, that's good.
This is
I
our
think
current consumption.
so. That's the current consumption, but at the moment, if
Mm.
at the moment it's supposed to be charging, no. So if we turn off
The AC.
the if we turn off yes, if we turn off the output of the inverter, is the inverter charging the battery with the claimed 10 amps that it says on the box?
Okay, can we try that?
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Yeah.
All right.
Would you be able to show us the inverter charging the battery? So if we remove all the load from the inverter so that we can see if it's charging at 10 amps.
All right. Let's do that. Using the BMS display, we can actually see that. So here is where the load is coming from to the inverter. So I'll just do this. I'll just remove this. Just a sec. Now it's disconnected. And as you can see on the display, it's charging at 4.1 amps. 4.3 now.
Okay, so with no load, instead of negative amps, that's to show that the battery is being discharged. It's now positive amps. That's showing that it's charging the battery. But the box says it's 10 amps. How come it's 4?
Uh, well, they said maximum 10 amps. We can't prove that yet, or probably it's a wrong or it's a misleading information.
Mm, I think I agree with you on that one. My question now is, what was the
Okay.
price for the inverter charger?
The inverter charger comes with it goes for
Mm,
53,000.
mm. And would you? Is it something that you recommend to someone to, or who would you recommend this to?
Uh, well, it's a product made to be used. Number one. Then number two, I will recommend this for anyone that has a very light load to carry at home. Um, that will now let's not forget the fact that this is a very good backup battery. That's why I'm able to power some of our equipment and the fan, two systems, the UPS and the fan. But for people in the house that have very light load, probably want to power lights and a DC fan, nothing too extra like TV, uh, heavy equipment in the house, it's not advisable for them. But if they are just using light and minute charging of phones
Mm,
or any DC equipment,
mm.
yes, this is advisable to use because, first of all, apart from discharging the battery, you need to be able to charge the battery to full to complete that cycle to be able to use the following day. Because if you don't charge the battery well and you are using and discharging it over time, the battery will default
Okay,
because it don't get to full capacity again.
okay, that's fine. I think 100% right, and I think this is perfect for someone that lives in an area where they have, let's say, light 70% of the time, and when NEPA takes light, you just need a little bit more power to power some essentials. So like fan, like you said, or television stuff. So I think, and also you don't need a solar panel with this kind of setup. You can still attach a solar panel to the battery separately, but for if you wanted to install something like this in a flat or in a place where you don't have access to the roof, but like you said, you have that 70% uptime of NEPA, then this would be perfect for you. Um, I think
Yeah.
I think we'll end the video here. We'll also reach out to people to see what else they want to see with the inverter. I personally would like to see what can the inverter power. So maybe the next video we'll have will be powering a fan, and we keep adding load until we see how much it can, I don't know, take. Will be one
I think
suggestion, and I guess also we have other equipment we can showcase as well. But we'll if people don't decide, then we'll pick the next video to kind of do. Hopefully we can improve on the videos as well. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, thank you very much, Bamidele, and
so.
hopefully
Thank
we
you, man.
can speak again soon.
Thank you so much.